special seals, find out what makes them unique, and something we can all do to make a positive difference to their future. So please welcome out our first seal guest. This is Pepper.
Ooh.
Now Pepper is a California sea lion, which of course means he's found along the coast of the United States. And it does mean that Pepper has something that other seals don't. What is it, Pepper? Yes, it's that American accent. That's something that all seals have in common, though. They're known as pinnipeds. That's a Latin word that simply means winged foot.
Oh.
You can definitely appreciate where they get that name, but while those long, large front flippers look quite awkward for getting around on land, it actually allows seals to move quite quickly, and even climb up rocky surfaces that you find in their native habitat. Now those front flippers are so strong, Pepper can hold his entire body weight with them.
Oh.
If you think those flippers are impressive on land though, imagine what they're like in the water. I think you can truly appreciate just how strong those flippers are by the way seals power through the water like this. This is called porpoising, and it allows Pepper to take quick breaths while still maintaining the speed that he would need to be able to catch his prey. You know, he'd also need to be fast to be able to escape from predators. There's things like killer whales out there. There's other things too. I can never remember that one. Can you guys yell it out if you can guess? Sharks, that's exactly right. And that, of course, is one of Pepper's best shark impersonations. But it's also a natural behavior because seals are covered in very thick fur. Well, the best way for them to cool off is to actually stick those naked rear flippers out of the water. When it comes down to it, any of those flippers will do, even those back ones. Not Pepper's prettiest side though. But I think Pepper's done a pretty good job of starting out the show. What do you guys think? And it does mean he has one last thing to do, and that's simply to say goodbye to all.
Oh.
But to continue on with the show, I'm going to pass you over now to Rihanna and Richie.
Thank you, Claire and Pepper. Well, as Claire said, this here is Richie, and he's a Californian sea lion just like Pepper. But Richie's actually the biggest seal we have here in the theatre, weighing just over 250 kilos. Richie, you want to say hi to everyone? Very nice, Richie. Now, Claire and Pepper were just talking about predators. When seals are looking out for predators, they make really good hunters themselves. They do have really strong and sharp teeth, but they actually prefer to swallow their fish head first and whole. And that way the spines and scales don't get stuck in their throat, and they can fill up really fast and on the go. Now, every day Richie here is packing away about 8 kilos of fish. And even though he doesn't use his teeth to chew those fish, he still does have a great set of them. So you might expect that he'd have the lovely smile. What's your smile like, buddy? Yeah, it's a little bit creepy, isn't it? And eating only seafood, do you want to tell everyone what your breath's like? He's a bit stinky too. But jokes aside, seals are actually very clean animals, and they do like to keep themselves well groomed. That is pretty easy for them. They have 3 claws or nails on their hind flipper. They can expose these to groom almost anywhere on their bodies.
Oh.
Good job, Richie. Now, it's not just those back flippers that come in handy for grooming, the front ones are as well. So we're going to get Richie down to the pool. And his front flippers are really big and soft. And after a fishy meal, they make for the perfect little face washer. Good job, Richie. Well, now that he's looking a bit more presentable, we're going to send him over to the front of the stage so you guys can take a closer look at him. Now, when he comes across, I want you all to pay particular attention to Richie's whiskers, because we're going to show you just how much control he has over them. All right, Richie, over you go, buddy. Good boy.
Oh.
Now, we need everybody's help for the next part of the show. So on the count of 3, you all need to call out whiskers and make sure you're looking at Richie's face. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
This guy. Oh.
Now, on the base of each of those whiskers is a tiny sensitive nerve cutter which helps Richie with a sense of touch. And this is is what helps seals find their food in dark and murky water. Now, we can't turn the lights off or put a school of fish in the pool. What we can do though is ask Mitchie to balance a ball on his nose. It's obviously not a natural behaviour, but it's the best way we can show you Mitchie's whiskers in action. Now, he'll use those whiskers to detect which way the ball is falling, and with his flexible neck and spine, he'll readjust so it doesn't fall down. But it is a pretty tricky behaviour, especially for Mitchie. It actually took him 2 years to learn. So when he comes back in front of me, we're going to see how it goes. Whenever you're ready, Mitchie. Alright, buddy, let's go. Now, if he makes it up onto the wharf, I want you guys to go crazy for him.
Oh.
Very impressive from Mitchie this afternoon. Now, our oceans are home to over 1 million different species, and they all live in a very special balance.
Oh.
However, if we upset that balance too much, the damage may be irreversible. And no matter how good seals are at finding their food, well, they may simply not be able to survive. You see, seals are well equipped with those amazing whiskers. They have excellent vision and really good hearing. But they can also hold their breath for a lot longer than we can. Nice sliding now. Mitchie's going to check the pool to see if he's left any fish behind. See anything down there? No. And unfortunately, this is becoming the case with some of Mitchie's wild cousins. See, our oceans are being overfished, and many of our large fish stocks may have already disappeared for good. So it's becoming harder and harder for a wild seal to find their next meal. But seals are very intelligent animals, and they're resorting to chasing after fishing boats and fishing nets to get an easy meal. Now Mitchie's gone out the back there. He's found himself a piece of netting. He's going to show you exactly what a seal would do when they came across a piece of netting that has fish inside it. Buddy, over back to the start there. Back where you go. Want to get the whole audience wet. There you go. Now, all he has to do is give it a big shake. Good boy, Mitchie. Now, it is innocent looking fun like this that may soon turn deadly, because if a seal gets entangled in an item such as a net, there's really no way out. The more the seal swims and grows, the net will become tighter and tighter. Eventually, it may stop the seal from being able to find its food. It may even drown. So for a seal entangled up in netting, it's usually a pretty sad ending. Mitchie, how sad? Oh, Mitchie. Well, he's a really good actor. Lucky he's got me here to help him out. But his wild cousins, they aren't so lucky. There is something that we can all do about it though, and it's as easy as making better seafood choices. Now the MSC fish stick that you see on the sign right underneath Mitchie is an easy way to make the right decision next time you go shopping. Because where you see that logo, you'll be supporting a fishery that helps protect fish stocks, jobs, and the environment, and that makes Mitchie pretty happy. Pretty happy, Mitchie. Now you can see here at the zoo we are working very closely with our seals to help promote this positive change, and to do that we have to have really strong and trusting relationships with them. To tell you a little bit more about those, I'm going to welcome you out to the front, Addie.
Thank you, Adriana and Mitchie. Didn't they do a great job? Yes, working very closely with our seals is really important. We're going to give someone in the audience the opportunity to come down and meet a seal. Is there anyone that would like to do that? The gentleman with the blue t-shirt with the glasses, come on down. Yes, come down to me. Come and stand over here. Hello, how are you? You're fine. Now tell me, did you come far to come to the zoo today? Did you come very far to come to the zoo? Did you live very far away?
My God.
Oh, cool, that's not far at all. Have you ever met a seal before? No. Well, today's your lucky day. Now, if you were listening to Adriana, I have to ask you a little question. The next time you buy fish, what's the fish tip that you need to look for? The MSC fish tip. It's the blue and white one over there. Everyone needs to look for that fish tip the next